This is the Talking Podcast.
Welcome to the Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Devin Blunt. So go grab coffee and beer, whatever you like, because without further ado, from my back porch to yours, let's get talking. Today, we're going to be talking with Chris. Chris is the CBD King of the world, self-proclaimed CBD King of the world. Or is that was that an official term? Like, where did CBD King come from?
CBD oil King to be exact, because somebody else already had that.
And, somebody already had the CBD King.
It's a business, but CBD oil King is me. So, but I'll take anything, man, as long as they call me with a smile on their face, I'm good. So CBD oil King, I decided when I got in the CBD business, it wasn't legal in Texas, but it was something that helped out my mother, who was a breast cancer survivor. And I wanted something that was going to do a whole lot more for her. So I started doing some research on my own. I found a holistic approach with CBD oil. I bought it for myself and my mother to take. We had tremendous success with it. So I decided that I wanted to help more and started selling it before they had actually passed the law, which I know is a little in the danger zone, but I don't mind that.
Give me a time frame on that. So when was this?
End of 2018.
2018, because I know like CBD oil has just, for me personally, and maybe that's just because I'm more aware of it because I've been friends with you and I see what you're doing. And so it's kind of like when you buy a new car, right? You never see that new car on the road until you've bought it. And then now everybody else has the same car as you. But I just noticed it here recently. I mean, like even like post like mailing centers and like post.net and that kind of thing, they all have like a little corner in their store now that they're doing CBD oil. Is it just skyrocketed, or am I just noticing more?
No, I mean, everybody is trying to get their little piece of the market. So we have a huge spike, and that's starting to level off now, because the truth be told with CBD, most of what's on the market is not really certified like they say it is. I'd say probably 98% of it. A lot of that stuff, is getting found out about, and it's coming off the market. People aren't going to continue to purchase a product that doesn't actually work for them. So this will start to level out, and companies like mine are going to thrive, when that happens, because we are certified with United States Hemp Authority, and we are actually helping people out. We're very well educated, and we help a lot of sick people. So that's what we're here to do this for. Our number one goal is to help people. Then we'll make some money, because we know if we help people and we do our job, that's going to be the reward. But the biggest reward is to see somebody get off pharmaceuticals, to see people that had arthritis conditions and things like that being able to reduce their pharmaceuticals and be able to live a happier and healthier life.
Yeah. Well, you brought up a good point on the non-certified. So they still don't have a government entity that has some sort of oversight, or a committee or a organization that has some sort of oversight on this product quality, right?
No, they do not. And, I'm okay with that, because once they do that, then they're going to start putting taxes and everything else in place. And I'm not a big fan of that. And that's going to cost the consumer more. And some of these folks that are buying this can barely afford it as it is. So keeping the price point down is excellent. So what there is there's the United States Hemp Authority. The United States Hemp Authority came out and they said, hey, look, we're going to form the United States Hemp Authority. We're going to actually be like the ISO 9000 of the industrial world. Where they go in and certify companies and say, hey, if you say that you make the best valves and you use certain material and a certain quality control, well, guess what? If we certify you, then we know that that's true. That's what the United States Hemp Authority does. They come in and they say, is this 100% organic? Does this pass mold toxicity testing? Does this pass heavy metal testing? Does this pass proper pesticide testing? Is your product being produced in an FDA approved facility, not FDA approved product, because it can't be it's all natural, but an FDA approved facility? If yes, and then we're getting somewhere. Instead of just these companies coming out and saying, guess what, we're all that. Okay, that's great. You say you're all that, but who else besides you saying that? Well, we have this test. Is it U.S. Hemp Authority certified? Because only 33 companies are, and half of those are farms. So we've got a problem in the market when there's 23,000 companies out there and only 33 of them have went to the effort to get certified.
Gotcha. And, but So is there, from a consumer standpoint, right? This was again, we built our friendship, and then I'm currently a user of the CBD oil, um, for your instruction and what to get and what not to get, and I trust you, right? But
Yeah,
for everyday consumer, they don't have this relationship that they can rely
sure.
on. Like, how do they? You said the United States Hemp Authority is one way of doing that, but they're not marking that on a bottle, right? Like, so is there a test?
Yes, they will mark it on the bottle.
Oh,
Let me show you here. I'm gonna grab a bottle that I've got. So if you notice on the back of this bottle, you see that little yellow seal?
yeah. For those that don't have the video, there's a little yellow stamp on the back of the bottle.
Right. And then we also have a QR code in our bottles, which will take you straight to our testing. And we have lot numbers, expiration dates, the whole 9 yards. Our, what I sell is 100% California compliance. CBDOilking.com if anybody wants to check it out.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
what the deal is if they're not certain, then look for the seal. And just because it's got a seal, if you want to make sure it's not a counterfeit product or whatever, go to the United States Hemp Authority, see if the company's listed on there, and then go to that company's website and make sure that you're buying a legit product. So there's a few steps that are real easy that you can take, just a little bit of knowledge. Ours is one of the very first ones. When they very first released the list of certified companies, we were on it, but we're not the only ones on it. There are also other companies that are on it as well that make a quality product.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know it's been so. We do on the health insurance side, but I work with a lot of P&C agents, and CBD, from a merchant services standpoint and from a insurance standpoint, has really it's its own entity. I don't know if within your business that it's gotten to the size where you need to do that, or if you have other processes for merchant services. But I know there's a lot of banks that won't loan to CBD oil. That some of the insurance policies won't write those type of companies for coverage for property and casualty. Is there any, I guess, indication coming in the future, or is business getting easier to do for those things because CBD has gotten so big in the world? Or
Well, here's the deal with that. So we have to separate this, CBD from marijuana products. We need to separate hemp from marijuana. Hemp is federally legal. Hemp is also becoming legal on state level. Marijuana is not. Marijuana, you can't do any of those things. But hemp is going to wind up being something I think that we're going to see. We're not going to have a problem with that. I've never had a problem with merchant services. I found ways around that. Plus, I have a distributorship through a major supplier that's one of the best quality and largest in the United States. It's still owned by the founders, which I really like. So it's very personal. And quality control is excellent. Support a lot of small farms and things like that. So that being said, they had all that set up for me. Gotcha. I like that business model because I own a brick and mortar already with another business I've owned for 22 years. Right. I like the fact that I could go to something that was turnkey setup and I needed it, and all I could do is promote it and I could trust it. So that took care of that. Now, as far as these little shops go, that's a little different. Most of those guys, and I can't speak for all of them, but most of them I go into are doing what they call white labeling. They're going to a mass producer of product. They're getting their label stuck on it. They're getting it shipped to them, and did I miss you? And then they're
your face just dropped out, but you're back now.
Yeah, and then they're selling it in their stores. So that I have no idea how they're doing that. But as far as mine goes, I have no problem shipping it anywhere in the United States, even some countries outside the U.S. I have no problem selling products in person. I have no problem supplying some of the retailers in my area with products. Most of my retailers that I'm supplying are like health food stores, alkaline water stores, and things like that. So they already have another business thing that's not related to CBD that they're running their merchant services through. So, that's probably a good way around that,
Well, all right. So to further that, because you walk into some of these stores, these little, even gas stations shit have them now, but it's, you pick up a bottle of cream versus the oil. Like the stuff that we talked about was ingested, through orally.
Sublingually.
It was like it was an actual oil product. It had a little bit of a flavor to it, but it was an oil product. Now, some of these are just like a cream that you rub on your skin, or maybe even a pill or something like that. So, are these other products? Are they not legit products, or are they just different forms of how to get the oil in your system?
No, so the very best and most consistent way to use it with the broadest overall health effect for your body is to do it sublingual under your tongue. That's a drop taken under your tongue. Creams are going to work different. Creams are not going to enter inside your body. Creams are going to be topical. They're going to be temporary. They work well. I can tell you most creams on the market aren't what they're cracked up to be. Most creams, when you read the ingredients, you start seeing a bunch of camphor and menthol in there. Well, you just bought yourself an expensive bottle of Icy Hot, because a real CBD oil pain cream shouldn't burn. I've actually looked at some of the creams that people have sent me that they bought, and I've showed them some of the ingredients that are actually toxic to your body. If you put it on your body, they'll actually cause liver and kidney cancer, and it's been proven. Yet that's in there, so you have to be really careful. If you're buying a cheap product, you're getting a cheap product. A good quality CBD product's not going to be really cheap. It's going to be very effective. It should be very concentrated, but topically is great, man. They work awesome topically. To take it in pill form is fine too. Again, I like sublingual best, but pill form is not bad. Sublingual's good because it's so consistent. When you drop it underneath your tongue, that's consistent every single day. Whenever you take a pill or you do a gummy or something like that, it has to pass through your digestive system. That's different all the time. But doing a drop, if you put 10 drops underneath your tongue and hold it for 2 minutes every day and don't eat or drink 10 minutes afterwards, you can consistently do that every time. You can get just the perfect dose for you, so you feel the best that you can feel. So your overall experience is great. Your energy level is great. Your sleep is great. You get everything that you're looking for. One of the cool things about a pill is, you could mix some melatonin with it. You could mix some curcumin with it, and you could kind of advance some of the properties that the CBD is already helping you with, and you could kind of add to that a little bit. I find that the sublingual drop is the best for me. I sell pills, I sell creams. Sometimes I'll use the pain cream every once in a while when I need it. But anyhow, it's all good. The best thing to do is to work with somebody like me that actually has helped 1,000 people.
And those are stuff. That's why I like talking to you,
right
because like you get it down to the micro level, right? Like your shit down to like it's a science for you, and which is really cool for me, because I am, I have engineering background, right? Like I need to understand how stuff works for me to be able to use it or want to use it, right? And so I enjoy all our conversations about this kind of stuff, and just wanted to share that through this podcast and kind of get the word out there if anybody had any questions about CBD. What's the best way for people to reach you? You said the cbdoil.com, is that right? Or cbdoilking.com.
Yeah, cbdoilking.com. That's my website. If you want to reach out to me, cbdoilking@yahoo.com. Feel free to email me. I don't mind helping people out. I don't mind pointing them in the right direction. Sometimes folks are like, hey, I bought a CBD product, but the person I bought it from really didn't give me any instructions, wasn't any help. Can you help me? Hey, if you send me information on the products you already have, I'll tell you. If it's a good product and it's certified by U.S. Hemp Authority, I'll tell you exactly how to take it. If it's not, I may suggest to you not to use it. But if it's good, then I'm going to tell you, hey, go ahead and take it. If you want to buy something from me, I'd love to sell it to you. But the number one goal here is to help folks.
Perfect. Well, anything you want to add on top of that for any crazy experiments you've heard of CBD helping with coronavirus or anything like that? Or
so I can tell you one of the things that we do at our house to keep us healthy during the flu season or anything else, we do take vitamins that are 100% plant-based, not synthetic ones like at the store. So we take a lot of zinc, magnesium, and things of that nature. And then, of course, we take our CBD. CBD does help with your immune system. It helps people with autoimmune diseases tremendously, and it'll help you keep yourself, if you do get sick, from being, hopefully not as sick as you would have been, you know? So there's lots of research and studies being done on CBD right now. They're all coming back positive. Everything that you hear people experiencing is actually being proving true. So, you know, excellent that people are using this. It's wonderful that it's available to folks, that it's been passed through the Farm Act of 2018 to be federally legal and legal on a state level. Because, man, this is a product that is going to replace a lot of pharmaceuticals for folks, and that's going to hurt the pharmaceutical company. But you know what? Pharmaceutical company, they have their shot. You know, it's time to go back to Mother Nature.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and it will be out there, and we got your contact information's all good there. You said your other business as well. So I know you have a car lot. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What else are you in? What other businesses are you in? I feel like you got your hands a little bit in everything.
Yeah, well, I've been in the used car business in my area for 22 years with my father and I. We started this business in 1998. I really enjoy doing that. CBD business is excellent, and you know, so we dabble in a few other things, but you know, the CBD business is something that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, we can tell.
You know,
I can tell.
I like working with veterans, folks with PTSD and things like that. That's big with me. You know, I like doing that. So, you know, but yeah, man, I tell you what, I've met some of the nicest people in the car business, and I've really expanded out there outside of this in the CBD business. And I've met folks like you and a lot of folks in our little group that we get together and meet with. And, you know, meeting people's family, you know, sometimes I'll actually go, and this isn't always, but if I can, I'll meet up at somebody's house or someone who's not able to actually get up and come outside. You know, some of these folks are really sick. I don't mind going over there and visiting with them and trying to help them out, you know, and bringing them a product. But anyhow, you know, yeah, that's one of the things about this business, man. You know, if you can't be in business and help somebody out, then you shouldn't be in business. That's my philosophy.
And that's a good sentence to end that on. So I'm going to stop this right here. Have a wonderful day, Chris, man. It was great talking to you. I appreciate all your time and everything to do this for me.
You too, brother, man. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. CBDKING.com, guys. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Bye.